Celebra tu herencia hispana. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Please welcome Ms. Ana Maria Quintero Lowry, President and CEO of AMP International, as she speaks with today's spotlight on their journey to success.
Today we had invited one of our favored persons that has great support for supplier diversity. Today we invited Eric Hernandez, Vice President of Fleet and Access for Massey Services. Massey Services is the fifth company of pest control services largest in the nation. And they are with 157 offices around the United States. And Eric has been hiring so many and subcontracting so many of our diverse suppliers that we couldn't miss to bring him in our conversations today. So thank you, and let me introduce you to Eric. Eric has been an incredible support for diversity. All our diverse suppliers, when they need it, they call them and give them projects. Yohaira, his assistant, right hand, left hand, has been wonderful also. His wife, Maria, great support. So a man of family, a man of integrity, a man, I could sincerely say, one of the men that I, besides my husband, admire the most. Again, for his integrity, his professionalism, his passion for what he does, and his passion to help others. So welcome, Eric. Thank you for accepting our invitation to honor the Hispanic community.
Thank you.
We are here to ask you familiar questions. So tell us, where are you from originally?
Okay. So I am from Ponce, Puerto Rico. As I like to say, the capital of Puerto Rico.
De arroz con gandules, Eric.
Yeah, you know. Yes, I'm from Ponce, Puerto Rico. I came to the United States in 1985. So I've been here for almost 35, 40 years.
Tú tendrías 5 años cuando viniste, algo así como yo.
Of course. Of course. 5 years old. No, I was born and raised in Ponce. I did my university. It was done in Puerto Rico and Catholic University of Puerto Rico in Ponce.
¿Qué estudiaste?
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology.
Wow.
A bachelor's degree in psychology. And that was the catapult, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason why. That was the one thing that really helped me when I moved to the States.
Wow.
I got a call from a friend of mine and said, Eric, there's opportunities here at a psychiatric hospital if you want to come join us.
Wow.
And I sure did. I didn't think about it twice. I took the leap. I did it and started working. And I worked for the same company there for about 12 years.
Wow.
So from 1985 to 1997.
And how long have you been with Massey?
I've been with Massey officially in November. Next month, I will be 19 years.
19 years. Wow.
19 years.
Our gray hair is not in vain.
No.
But my mom always said, you don't buy gray hair, it's class.
It's classic. Yes.
So that's what we want to believe. So that is awesome. Tell us, what are some of the traditions that you love the most in your Hispanic culture?
Ana Maria, I have to say, we're very happy people.
Amen.
We're very happy people. I grew up with big family gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in Puerto Rico is much smaller. Obviously, it's a small island, and everything happens in smaller scale.
Mm-hmm.
Pero the way I grew up with close to my friends, close to my family, it's I think what I keep in my mind the most as one of the things that I really enjoy about our culture. It's the gathering, it's the cooking, it's the turn on the music, let's do some dancing while we're talking on top of each other, and you know the mess that we make. We're loud people, for God's sakes.
Yes.
But I think that's the tradition I nourish the most.
And I think that that's the key for entrepreneurs who are Hispanics as well, because studies show, Eric, that the equity of any business are relationships.
Absolutely.
And I think that having those relationships, we bring with us not only our family members. When we like a product or a service, we talk about it and we bring the rest. So that is wonderful. And I believe that that's who we are, Hispanic. We are key for those relationships.
That makes us special.
And joy. In my book of cross-cultural, I chose the coffee for the image because we can have cafe latte with caramel, with vanilla. We bring the flavor to the parties, Eric. So that's what we want to believe. So you have been a very well-respected man in your industry, in the Hispanic culture. The owners of Massey are personally friends of you. They respect you. They trust you. Tell us, what do you consider has been some of the facts that had influenced your respect and why people want to have you in their teams, why people want to do business with you?
You know, it's funny you ask that question. My wife, Maria, God bless her, she says to me all the time, says, you have two personalities. She says, you have the personality that you have at home, and then you have the personality that comes to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what really has helped me is the work personality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a big believer when you're in Rome, act like Romans.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that a lot. But beyond that, it's not that I'm trying to fit in, because that's not the case. It's actually doing what has to be done, the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that discipline in my life is what really drives everything that I do. My discipline. I believe in going to an appointment and being there and being on time 10 minutes earlier. I believe that if you tell someone you're going to be at their steps at 11 o'clock in the morning, you have to be there 11 o'clock in the morning or before. But doing what needs to be done and acting professional and means, you know, listening, number one. Number two, thinking what you're going to answer. Take your time. You don't have to rush to answers. I think that's one of the things that drives me. It's what I do during the day with my team members. I listen to my team members. My door's always open for them to come and give me what they think. You know, Johira.
Oh.
She tell you how she feels all the time. That's no problem.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So the door open policy, to me, is very important.
What I hear from you is, and also again, I admire very much. Right now, you remind me of one of biblical principles: let your yes be a yes and your no be a no. In business right now, it's so challenging to find people that you really can trust. So people go through the written contracts to everything in case somebody goes against or doesn't fulfill the promise. With you, I feel that there is almost no need for contracts because your word is your contract. You do you go the extra mile to fulfill what you are doing and love to help us with.
Well, Ana Maria, I owe that to Mr. Massey.
Good.
Or to Mr. Massey, because that's who I report to directly.
Yeah.
But also to the Massey culture. That should be my first answer. That should be my comment.
Mm-hmm.
The Massey culture. We have got to let people know what is expected of them in order to get it back. If you don't explain what you need, you don't explain what you want in detail, then you're going to be not lucky getting what you wanted to get back because it's not expected of them. So I do believe that's very important. Creating expectancy and then, of course, holding people accountable.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that also, even to our children, you see that. So a lot of times, the more education thing, then you have to let your kids do whatever they want. And we remember when Daddy and Mommy gave us our spankings because there were expectations. And I think that even when employees with our team, we need to have those expectations.
Absolutely.
And keep them accountable and be able to also celebrate their progress. And I think that's something that you do as well. You are you get credit to who deserve it.
Well, we showed that by continue using your resources.
Thank you so much.
You have great resources, and
Thank you.
I mentioned Carlos Grande.
Carlos Grande.
Carlos
Sí.
Grande. Actually,
Sí.
we actually given him some work today.
Awesome.
So you know, we trust the people you bring us, and we put them to the test, and we let them know what we want. I think Joe Harris is very specific on the details of what's expected, and he works out very well. And little parentheses, I gotta say, Ana Maria has been great for us at Massey Services.
Thank you so much.
I have yet to say that any of the people that she has referred to us has failed. It hasn't happened. Everybody has done their part and has done a great job, and we continue to use a lot of the folks that you bring.
Thank you so much.
Which is great. Thank you.
And I think that that's one of the things that the corporations enjoy working with us is because you have a lot of diverse suppliers that want to work with the large corporations. Unfortunately, not all of them are prepared. So the ones that we introduce are equipped to prepare according to your own needs. So thank you for that. I just want to do a parenthesis. I see a pink tie, a pink watch, pink socks. I'm sorry the audience cannot see your pink socks, but he has pink socks. And I believe it's because you are a great supporter in all what you support in the community with the Cancer Foundation. Tell us about how you celebrate and support, because actually A&P International has been joining you in that support. And this year, we have in our group that any one of our clients who send us a picture with a team wearing pink will be donating more to the account. So we all look forward for those pictures, but tell us how you support that.
Okay, the breast cancer campaign, it's done every year in October. I recently joined, last year was actually my first year, and I was a little scared about how do I do this and whatnot, but the folks at the American Cancer Society were really supportive of me getting going, and they made it a lot easier than what I expected. We all know someone that suffers from breast cancer, or has suffered, or has been diagnosed.
Absolutely.
And I do have a dear friend, Betsy Valle. She suffered from breast cancer a year and a half ago, and she was the driver. She was the driver of this, of me doing this. I wasn't there every time, but I went through her journey on the sessions and the chemotherapy and all the sufferings, and losing her hair and getting it all back and ringing the bell 3 times after all sessions.
Yes.
And it was so beautiful, so strong how she went through all this that it clicked. It clicked, and I said, you know what? I know a few people. I don't know a lot of people, and you know that, Amari. I'm not the social buff that people may think I am, but I know a few people, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And last year I set a goal of $3,500, and I ended up with $7,000.
Wow! Congratulations! Congratulations! We truly enjoy being a little portion of that.
Well, thank you so much. Yes, you did last year.
Yep. Come with us this year as well. We look forward for that. Actually, one of the gentlemen that we have referred to you is our air conditioner. His wife, she's from Brazil. While he is right now in a project in Qatar, we have been supporting her with her surgery and everything too. So it's very dear to us.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. Well, if you were to have a young Hispanic who wanted to become someone like you, what would be an advice that you would give? Because we believe in passing forward.
Oh, I do too.
Yes.
I do too. I'm a strong believer of teaching and coaching and letting people know what's in my mind, what's the right way of doing things.
Correct.
Ana Maria, I think one of the most important things that you need to have as a Hispanic or Asian or from wherever you're from, it's first of all, you have to respect yourself. You have to respect yourself and then respect others. I think this day and age, people get all crazy when they talk, and they forget about that. You don't judge people. We're no one to judge anybody. So we got to take for what we see, and that's what it is. One of the things they teach us and they preach us at Massey is that the three C's, the three C's, and the three C's. It's right here because I would hope that I could make a comment on it. The three C's. This is a coin that they give us at Massey, and it has the three C's in the back, and it says "Heart of a Champion."
Wow.
And the three C's stands for confidence, conviction, and commitment.
Wow.
And those are things that they give this to every manager at Massey, and they make us carry it with us too.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, Mr. Massey's like
That's
never forget
your
it. That's your life. They carry it with you. And the three C's are confidence, again, conviction, and commitment. It's doing what you have to do when you have to do it, whether you want to do it or not.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much the essence of the three C's. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you see, doesn't matter if you cannot do it. You made a promise, you made a commitment, you're going to do it. Just do it. Do it with confidence. Trust yourself that what you're doing is what needs to be done, and never be afraid of ask questions.
Absolutely.
I've always said that there's no bad question. There's no dumb question. It's always important to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what is expected of you.
That's wonderful.
And if you do that, and the other thing is that don't complain. No, don't complain.
That's the only thing we don't want.
I know. Don't complain. Yes, I mean exactly. Don't complain. Just if you cannot do something, just say I cannot do it. Be true to yourself and be true to us. That way it eliminates a lot of issues.
Absolutely. And we also teach in our coaching and training, Eric, them the common law is the golden law of treat others the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
But we also add the platinum rule, which is treat others the way they want to be treated as well. So respect is very important.
Respect very important.
And respect them in the way they feel respected.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we combine a little conversation here, even for us wives, respect for our husband is huge. And validate their opinion, validate the leadership, validate what they are guiding us is very important.
Yes, it is.
And that's the understanding for a husband while we feel the love from the husband. So the same thing for the employees. What you have to strengthen in what is expected from them, also respect that they are trying to do the very best. And that is very, very significant. So young Hispanic, if you want to become an Eric in your own industry, remember the three C's.
That's right.
Confidence, no complaint, commitment, and the third one, conviction. And that is so huge. When you have somebody with clear convictions, clear priorities, it is of great value because a lot of people fly with the wind in whatever is convenient. So when you have conviction, commitment, and confidence, you don't have convenience.
Because the heart of a champion.
Because that's how the heart of being a champion. Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful time, Eric, but I want to close with asking you, when you call yourself and you say, I am a Hispanic, what do you feel?
I'm very proud. I'm very proud, and it's Mr. Massey always talks to me about. He always asks me about Puerto Rico, about how things are going in the island, and I'm a very proud Hispanic. I say it out loud. People ask me where you're from. I don't say Kissimmee, Florida. I say Ponce, Puerto Rico.
Amen.
I mean that just because that's where I'm from.
Absolutely.
They ask me where I live. Well, I live in Kissimmee.
Yes.
But I am from Ponce, Puerto Rico, born and raised, and God bless my island always.
Absolutely. And that's our joy. That's our ego. We also teach people be 100% happy and grateful of who you are and from where you are. I love my culture, Colombia, love our food, love our music, obviously our Colombian coffee, but also learn to become adaptable to other cultures and
Yes.
appreciate the other cultures.
Yes.
But be prideful in the good way. Have a good pride of being Hispanic.
Yes.
We Hispanics are making an impact in the United States, who has opened for us many ways. We are helping the economy. We are helping the family concept. We are helping politically. We are bringing a new flavor.
We are heard.
We are here.
We are heard.
And that is so important.
We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Absolutely.
Eric, what a joy has been to have you here with us. Thank you so much.
Maria, thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure knowing you as a professional, as a vice president of Massey Pest Control, but even more, what an honor to be called your friend.
Thank you
so
Likewise.
much, Eric.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, wait for our last one that is coming up in few days. We will have a person from Colombia, very well known in the community as well, Janet Schutz, representing the hybrid private government from the Torpine Enterprises. Looking forward to spending another time honoring our Hispanic community. Thanks a lot.